When it comes to your credit score, a lot of people get stuck at a certain credit score and don't know why their score isn't increasing. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys 6 reasons your credit score may not be increasing. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first reason your credit score may not be increasing is because you've missed some payments. If you have a record of making late payments to credit card issuers or your account holders, this is the #1 factor in calculating your credit score. Although your account holder may consider your payments late, even by missing a payment just in one day, a late payment won't get reported to the credit bureaus until you are at least 30 days or more late on that account. Having just one late payment on your credit report can lead to a big dip in your credit score, and a late payment normally stays on your credit reports for 7 years. Although this late payment can stay on your credit reports for 7 years, it can become less severe to your credit score over time. So by consistently making payments on time, after a late payment of 30 days or more late, you should begin to see your credit score rise over time, as long as you don't get any more late payments on your credit reports. The second reason your credit score may not be increasing is because your debt balances are high. The amount of debt that you have on your credit cards and loans is a very important factor in your credit score. Loans that are new accounts will contribute more debt to your credit reports, and as that debt is paid down, it will contribute to a more positive impact to your credit score. So when you open up new accounts, you may see that your credit score has dropped a few points because you've increased your debt ratio on your credit reports. As time begins to pass, your accounts will help your payment history, especially for someone who doesn't have a great percentage because of your late payments. When it comes to those credit cards that you may have, they specifically impact your credit score when you use your credit cards. So if you aren't using your credit cards, it will not impact your credit score, but your lender may close out the account if you don't use that credit card within a period of time. Credit cards will factor in your utilization on each credit card and make up the revolving credit you're using from the credit limit you have available to you per account. When you use your credit cards and collect high utilization, if the balances aren't paid off before the statement date, your utilization ratio will increase and will bring your credit score rating down until those credit cards have been paid down. That's why it's very important to keep your credit card utilization below 30% for each card. And if you have any credit cards that are now over 30% utilization, you can see a tremendous credit increase by paying these credit cards down. An example of how to calculate your credit utilization limit is by multiplying your credit limit by the percentage you're wanting to stay under. So if someone had a credit card with a limit of $10,000, to keep your utilization under 30%, you have to keep your balance below $3,000 each month. The third reason your credit score may not be increasing is you have a limited credit history. A limited credit history is your accounts that report on your credit files that goes into figuring out the length of your credit history. This is determined by the average age of your accounts, the age of your oldest account, and the amount of time since you last opened a new account. The longer your credit history is, the better it will have a positive impact to your credit score, while the shorter your credit history is, it can cause a negative impact to your credit score. So to increase your credit history, you want to make sure you're keeping your older accounts open, constantly applying for new credit accounts, and just give it some time to build your credit length. Now, if you're needing to apply for something very soon and your credit age isn't long enough, you can see about getting added as an authorized user to a family or friend's oldest credit card. Just make sure their account is in good standing without having any late fees, the utilization is low, and that they are responsible enough to keep the accounts in good condition, because anytime anything happens with that account, it will also report to your credit reports as well. It will also report to your credit reports as well, as long as you're an authorized user on the account. The fourth reason your credit score may not be increasing is because you submitted too many credit applications in a short period of time, collecting a lot of inquiries. When you apply for new credit, you're authorizing the lender to run your credit, and it can trigger hard inquiries. Applying for multiple loans, credit cards, or vehicles, all of that at once can bring your credit score down tremendously. So it's always good to make sure you know your FICO score before applying for anything, to help your chances of knowing if you will get approved for whatever it is that you are applying for. To help your credit score rise from too many inquiries, try not to apply for any more new credit until some of your inquiries have been deleted from your credit report or have fell off after 2 years of reporting. The fifth reason your credit score may not be increasing is because you only have one type of credit account. Your credit mix are the variety of installment accounts as well as your revolving accounts. We know them as credit cards. This is 10% of your credit score, and it shows lenders that you're able to manage several types of debt all together. Having a mix of credit accounts will help your credit score, but make sure you can afford the amount of debt you're adding to your credit reports. The sixth reason your credit score may not be increasing is because a creditor may be reporting incorrect information to your account. If a lender is reporting incorrect information to your account, such as late payments that you've never had or high balances and what you currently have, it can hurt your credit score. A few things that credit lenders can report wrong on your credit reports are closed accounts that's reporting, accounts that are incorrectly listed as having late payments, the same debt reporting multiple times on your credit report, and higher credit limits for accounts that aren't reporting accurately. If you ever find information on your credit reports that are reporting inaccurately, which a lot of people do, you want to make sure you dispute them as soon as possible by contacting the creditor who is reporting this information, and if that doesn't clear it, dispute it with the credit bureaus. Make sure you dispute it with each credit bureau that it is inaccurately reporting to. No matter if you are planning to make a big purchase or not, it's always good to have credit monitoring so you can keep track of any activity reporting on your credit reports. The quicker you can catch the inaccuracy, the sooner you can improve your credit reports. Down below in the description, you can find a company that I like to use to stay on top of my own credit reports each month. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video. This is Tiara Talks Finance, and I'll see you guys on the next video.